If you are over the age of 50, I need you to stop everything you're doing and listen to this very carefully, because your brain is under attack. Right now, at this very second, a silent process is shrinking your neural pathways, and the terrifying part is, you can't even feel it. Have you ever walked into a room and forgotten why? Or struggled to find a common word that was right on the tip of your tongue? Most people call this getting older. Doctors call it senior moments. I call it a brain emergency. This isn't just age. This is the first stage of a biological shutdown that 99% of people ignore until it's far too late to reverse. The real enemy isn't the passing years. It's a silent sabotage you are committing every single night while you sleep. You are making a tiny, overlooked mistake in your nightly routine that is literally starving your brain cells of the one thing they need to survive. Think of your brain like a high-performance engine. During the day, it burns fuel. But at night, it's supposed to be a master repair workshop. This is when your brain flushes out toxic waste, repairs broken connections, and locks your precious memories into permanent storage. But if you don't provide the exact biochemical trigger during this critical window, the repair process fails. The trash stays inside. The cells begin to wither. Most Americans are losing their minds, literally, one night at a time, without even realizing they hold the key to stopping it. But here is where the story changes. Because medical science has just uncovered a nature-based protocol that can rewire a fading brain. We aren't talking about expensive pills or experimental drugs. We are talking about 3 common fruits. These specific fruits contain rare neuro-protectants that can shield your brain from decline and actually sharpen your focus to a level you haven't felt in decades. But there is a catch. If you eat them at the wrong time, they do absolutely nothing. It's all about the nighttime sink. If you want to protect your independence, your memories, and your future, you cannot afford to skip a single second of this. Because the third fruit on my list is so powerful, it's currently being studied as a breakthrough in cognitive defense, and most people have no idea it exists. Now, let's get straight to the first biological weapon in your kitchen, the blueberry. In the world of neuroscience, these aren't just berries, they are brain gold. As you cross 50, your brain faces a massive surge in oxidative stress. Think of it as internal rust eating away at your neural circuitry. Blueberries are packed with a specific class of antioxidants called anthocyanins. These are the only compounds powerful enough to cross the blood-brain barrier and directly enter the hippocampus, the very center where your memories are born and stored. By eating a handful of these before bed, you are essentially sending a cleanup crew into your brain. They neutralize the rust, reduce cellular inflammation, and literally relight the connections that have gone dark. Recent clinical trials in the US have shown that seniors who followed this nighttime blueberry ritual displayed cognitive speeds of people 10 to 12 years younger. But remember, the magic only happens if you eat them fresh or frozen, never processed or sugared. But as powerful as blueberries are, they can't fix your processing speed alone. That's where the second fruit comes in, the apple. You've heard the old cliche about doctors, but here is the 2026 reality. An apple is a precision tool for brain blood flow. The skin of the apple contains a rare flavonoid called quercetin. Modern research suggests that quercetin protects your neurons from glutamate toxicity, a process where your brain cells overfire and literally burn themselves out due to stress. When you sleep, your brain needs to move information from short-term to long-term storage. Without the nutrients found in a raw apple, this transfer gets corrupted. That's why you remember what you did 20 years ago, but can't remember where you put your glasses 5 minutes ago. By consuming this before your sleep cycle, you are strengthening the glue that holds your memories together. But here is the secret. You must eat the skin. That is where 80% of the brain-boosting power lives. And now, we reach the centerpiece of this protocol, the ultimate brain regulator, the banana. Most people dismiss the banana as just a workout snack, but for the over 50 brain, it is a chemical necessity. Your brain doesn't just need calories, it needs neurotransmitters. Specifically, it needs serotonin and dopamine to function. Bananas are rich in vitamin B6 and magnesium, which are the building blocks of these message carriers. But here is the shocking truth most people miss. The banana acts as a nighttime calmative. It lowers your brain's internal temperature and shuts down the cortisol, stress hormone, that keeps your mind racing at 2 a.m. When your brain is calm, it enters delta wave sleep, the deepest stage of recovery. This is the only time your brain can truly repair the damage done during the day. Eating a banana in the evening is like giving your brain a restoration key. This is the formula the pharmaceutical industry doesn't want you to focus on. They want you to wait until you need a prescription. But why wait for the crash when you can strengthen the engine now? 95% of people will watch this video, find it interesting, and do absolutely nothing. They will continue their old habits, and their memory will continue to fade. But you are different. You stayed until the end. You now have the knowledge that can save your cognitive future. It's 3 fruits, it's 1 nightly habit. It's the difference between a future of confusion and a future of absolute clarity. The choice is yours, but your brain is counting on you to make the right one tonight.